So when I first met Jody, we were just friends, and I was not really looking for a partner. I was heartbroken, and I remember I went to see a healer, and he said to me, "Your heart is closed." And he gave me these energetic habits every morning to do every morning, and that's what I did. And I really didn't expect that it will have make so much change in my life, because that's kind of what happened after. It's like I met Jody, and I was, let's say, opened to meet him in another way of the just friends. So he was there all along, and then like the relationship transformed because I was ready for it.
What was the energetic habit?
Yeah, the energetic habit was to take a glass of water and every morning to thanks the water, to send so much gratitude for the love I have in my life, the joy I have in my life, and any kind of other beautiful things like abundance, freedom, health. And I was repeating that every morning, and it kind of shifts something in me. And I didn't blame myself because my heart was closed, because I was really respecting that. And that's, I think, one of the first key. I was heartbroken, as I said. I was really like in my shadows, facing that and recovering from that. And from this, this journey from the descent to the rising, of being myself again and trusting life again. And that's where it all changed. I was like, okay, my heart is closed, it's okay, but let's do this habit, and completely change my life. Because now I met the love of my life. So happy. I'm so happy, and it was really scary. I really took time to accept that I met the love of my life, because he was like 19 years older than me. So it was not something I really liked to talk about. She was not my type. So I was like, my brain really took time to really accept what love is. So that's another thing too.
Mm-hmm.
The type you have is not like always your soulmate. Yeah, we can have so much conception of what love is and what our ideal partner is, and I think we have to really let go of that, because only the heart knows, and only the heart is leading you to your soulmate. Only the heart.
We were both kind of fixated on a certain type of person that we were, looking for or hoping that something would happen with, or chasing, or waiting for them to appear or do something. And really through actually doing our own inner work and looking at our emotions, accepting our emotions, and healing our relationships with our parents and with ultimately our inner parents, our inner selves, we were able to open up to love and open up to life. And so when Elodie appeared, I was ready and available, and so she was too. And it just happened because that's how it works. This is the alchemy of when we really do that deep inner work and we let go of the idea of like this type of person. Maybe it's because they model some aspects of something from our childhood, the familiarity of
Yeah.
home, of what, seems like it's love and it isn't. But like we're still fixated on that because we haven't transmuted that energy and that trauma and that emotionality that we're still addicted to in a way. So once we can get over that, then we're able to actually be available to love that wants to come in and to rendezvous then with the one who's right for us, our real soulmate.
Just want to add something here, which is really important for women, I think, who are spiritual, is that what I felt when I met Jody at this level, as a level of he's my soulmate and we are like romantic partner made for each other. I had this feeling that he was holding me, and he was spiritually older than me, or not older, but in French it's just higher than me. That's what I want to say. That he went through his shadows, and I was able to completely let myself go, because I was not the one holding the spiritual dynamics, of our couple or something like that. And everything made sense. I heard this sentence before of, my man is like higher than me, and a man should be higher than a woman spiritually. And I didn't understand this sentence, but it all makes sense. It all made sense when I met Jody. I remember this sentence. I was like, yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I don't have to explain him anything about spirituality or about healing, and he has his own journey, and I can really trust and just be myself and be unleashed, That's the feeling, and I think it's important for women to really feel held and supported, and that they can relax completely in all aspects, in all dimensions.
And we had to literally open up to ourselves and love ourselves, accept ourselves and who we are, or in our authenticity, in our uniqueness, to really allow that in ourselves.
Yeah.
And that then created the situation, the frequency, the miracle, if you want to call it that, the special circumstances that we were able to recognize each other on a soul level and just surrender to the love that poured in as soon as we allowed ourselves to be with each other and to be vulnerable and to show up. And wow, what a gift that is when we can do that. But we were both cultivating this in ourselves
These alignments
for years,
for years.
for years, and
Following your
years.
intuition, stating in your heart every step on the way, every moment to moment, to moment to moment. It's a question of being present to what's here now.
And letting go of the limiting ideas we have about ourselves and about others and about, the gender that we're attracted to, right? The opposite sex in our case. To let go of, ideas that all men are bitches or all men are bastards, or you can't trust them, I can't trust them. And that goes back to self. I can't actually trust self. I can't trust myself. And that gets reflected in, how we interact with others, the world. It's all the same thing at the end of the day. It's the macrocosm in the microcosm and the microcosm in the macrocosm. As above, so below, as within, so without. And it's actually that simple, but we overthink it completely, and we're conditioned and programmed to completely overthink everything all the time. Right? And then that is a complete recipe for disaster. So we end up attracting the wrong people, emotionally unavailable partners, running after them, chasing them, or, defending ourselves from them. Right? That's the other side, right?
Yeah.
Their aggression, because, that they remind us of our parent, our toxic parent, right? But that's home, right? That's familiarity. So it's like, oh, that's safe. That's home, and so I'll stick with that because that's what I know. But we're selling ourselves short. We're settling for less, much less than. And somewhere within is the belief, and for me, it was the belief that I'm not worthy of having it. When's it my turn? That was another question that kept coming up. I can't have what I want. I can't give them what they need. I can't give her what she needs. I'm trying to be something else other than I am. Right? I was constantly trying to do that to portray a certain image with women that I was attracted to. And it leads to, it's a road to nowhere, and it's a road to suffering, because you're just constantly like chasing and on a hamster wheel of trying, and it goes nowhere because it's unfulfilling, because it's not based in anything substantial, because the only thing substantial is what is real and what is now and what is which is yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's getting intimate with yourself,
Your real self.
your real self. And once that intimacy is there and solid and permanent.
Exactly. That's the key.
You make it permanent by having this habit every day. We make
Yeah.
it permanent by having the habit every day. And we try to we bring that towards every moment of this being rooted in ourselves, in our authenticity and our uniqueness, and accepting who we are. And that's not for everyone. In fact, it's for most people, nobody. It's for no one apart from the one who's going to reflect best to you who you really are. And that is your soulmate. That is your partner, your life partner, your true love. So it's definitely not for everyone. In fact, it's only for one. And that's only because they are the one
Yeah.
who is right for you when you are right with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You've got to be right with you. And when
Yeah.
you're right with you
Exactly. That's
and aligned and harmonized in your masculine and feminine, in your inner, finding that inner union, then the outer union can happen, can manifest. And it's about following the signs. It's about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, your guidance, being rooted, being grounded, being in the here and now, accepting your emotions, recognizing who you are. And it's not an overnight thing. It takes time. And we're here for it. We're here for you if you want to take the time and put the energy and attention into being intimate with yourself.
yeah,
With who-
completely. That's the key. Yeah, that's the key, my love. I I I was really like the first one when I was very young to focus about myself and to look for intimacy inside me because I was far from believing in soulmate. In fact, when I had my first boyfriend, I was young. I was not so young. Sorry, I was 23 years old, and I thought love was not for me. So I really come from a really like really far place regarding love. And that's really when I started the job, when I was like, I don't know, I was only 19, 18, 17, even younger, even to talk about that with my friends, about my emotion, and to really go deep inside me, to do journaling, to try really to create this inner space, this inner security, this intimacy, this self intimacy with yourself. And that's when you allow yourself to be yourself with yourself, that you're safe and you feel safe, that you start doing that with other people. And ta-da, you're just like someday you will just be facing this person that is matching you at a higher level to be a partner in life. Because what is soulmates? It's not just you find your soulmate and then like it's over. No, it's just a new beginning. It's another dimension you're accessing to, and it's a dimension where you've been able to love yourself, and now you're loving more. You're loving more because it's another dimension. You're two, and you're creating things for humanity, like a family. But in the case of our case, I will say, and I think in most cases, it's like for the soul, our human family, and it's for everyone. It's like you enter into the collective healing, and yeah, you just start creating something for the collective.
And you can share that love around, right? It's for yourself, and then it's for your partner, and then that overflows into everything and everyone feels it from you. Everyone feels that inner marriage, that sacred union. It's palpable. Just as you're probably watching this now, feeling something, a sparkle, a tingle, a light, a shine. That's what it is. It's the inner union. It's the sacred union that is being shared. Mwah. Yeah.
Oh, we can do another real way. Okay, now I go. Maybe I do it. No, it's okay. Let's do the yeah.
Yay! Yay! Yay!